How are you doing, Chloe?
Yeah, I was feeling a lot of pressure to cry at the
How are you doing, Chloe?
Yeah, I was feeling a lot of pressure to cry at the
How are you doing, Chloe?
Yeah, I was feeling a lot of pressure to cry at the
How are you doing, Chloe?
Very good, very good.
Yeah, I was feeling a lot of pressure
Who else
to
is
cry
feeling
at the
there for their mind, not you. That's why we should always be there for ourselves, for our inner child. You feel whatever the mind feels. So when you go
How are
there,
you doing, Chloe?
mind towards very good, very good.
Yeah,
The mind
I was
feels it,
feeling a
and you
lot
always
of
feel what they feel.
pressure
Who else
to
is
cry
feeling
at the
there for their mind, not you. That's why we should always be there for ourselves, for our inner child. Develop our relationship with our mind. You as the soul become more and more strengthened. So when you go
How are
there,
you doing, Chloe?
towards very good, very good. Become
Yeah, I was feeling a lot of pressure
who else
to
is
cry
feeling
at the
there for their mind, getting scared, not you. That's why we should always be there for ourselves, for our inner child. Develop
Kid, or
our
stop
relationship
crying.
with our mind.
Just like a little kid.
You as the soul become
Get
more
up.
and more
The
strengthened.
monster,
So when you go
How are
there,
you doing, Chloe?
as the very good, restless become
Yeah, I was feeling a lot of pressure
who else
to
is
cry
feeling
at the
there for their mind, getting scared, not from my side. That's why we should always be there for ourselves, for our inner child. Develop
Kid, or
our
stop
relationship
crying.
with our mind.
Just like a little kid.
You as the soul become
Get
more
up.
and more
The
strengthened.
monster,
So when you go
How are
there,
you doing, Chloe?
as the very good, restless become
Yeah,
firmly secure.
I was
It doesn't
feeling
have
a
to get
lot.
hurted because we are there, protecting it 24/7, always supervising, looking over them, sometimes close by, sometimes from afar, but we never let it out of our sight. That's what it means to be mindful all the time, is to always keep in check with your inner child until one day, as the pollution decreases, your inner child no longer is a child, become an adult, able to stand with his or her own 2 feet. And with that, you have strength as you journey along in your life. Your mind will be strong, steadfast, no longer wavering, be it from threat from outside or inside. Your mind will be strong, steadfast, no longer wavering, be it from threat from outside or inside. Mm-hmm. Your mind will be strong, steadfast, no longer wavering, be it from threat from outside or inside. Mm-hmm. your mind will be strong,
Victor, how are you?
steadfast, no longer wavering.
Yes.
Be it from inside, from outside, you're absolutely right. Because when we
When we
make it
make it
together,
together,
we
we
fight
fight
together.
together.
Our
Our
it's like
it's like
joining a
joining a
team.
team.
We can
We can
battle
battle
the
the
pollution by
pollution by
yourself,
yourself,
or
or
when
when
other
other
people
people
come
come
in,
in,
the room
the room
becomes
becomes
stronger.
stronger.
Because as a group, we pull up more energy. Just like how we feel stronger when we have our friend beside
But
us,
us,
the
the
more the
more the
better.
better.
We feel
We feel
safe, we
safe, we
secure.
secure.
Because
Because
our
our
mind,
mind,
even though
even
we
though
are
we are
worlds
worlds
apart,
apart, but
the
the
mind
mind
knows no
knows no
distance.
distance.
No
No
matter where
matter
we
where
are,
we are,
right now in
right
the
now in
world,
the
if we
world,
make
if we
it
make it
together in
together
one
in
session,
one session,
it will come
it will come
together to
together to
make
make
a
a
stronger force to
stronger
fight the
force
pollution
to fight the
in
pollution
each and every
in
one of
each
us.
and every one of us.
So you're
So
correct,
you're
Lisa.
correct, Lisa. No
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 matter where
matter
we
where
are,
we are,
right now in
right
the
now in
world,
the
if we
world,
make
if
it
we make it
together in
together
one
in
session,
one session,
it will come
it will come
together
together
to
to
make a.
make
I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly or not. Oh, last concentration. Yes. 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 Last concentration. Yes.
How are you doing, Chloe?
Yes, sometimes I feel a little stuck because my mind's quiet, which is good, but then I don't know where to go. I was trying like strengthen the mind and protect the mind is two different mantras, and they've been quite well. But I'm like have been struggling to like find
How are you doing, Chloe?
scenes or like a moment in my head of just sometimes like pure joy or happiness, a little stuck because so I've just been trying to do my mind's things, quiet, like which is focus good, on my breath instead and not where to go. Pressure on I was trying to find a scene that brings like happiness, strengthen the mind and protect the mind. Sometimes I get two different mantras. And excited because I'm at my friend's house and I haven't seen her for a long time, struggling and I know that after the session I'll be going to hang out with her a moment in my head of just sometimes like, pure joy or happiness, a little like stuck because so I've just been trying to do my mind's things quiet, like, which is focus good, on my breath instead and not where to go. Pressure on I was trying to find a scene that brings happiness, strengthen the mind and protect the mind. Sometimes I get two different mantras and excited because I'm at my friend's house and I haven't seen her for a long time, struggling and I know that like after the session I'll be going to hang out with her a moment in my head of just sometimes like, pure joy or happiness, a little like stuck because so I've just been trying to do my mind's things quiet, which is focus good, on my breath instead and not where to go. Pressure I was trying to find a scene that brings happiness, strengthen the mind and protect the mind. Sometimes I get two different mantras and excited because I'm at my friend's house and I haven't seen her for a long time, struggling and I know that like find session scene to go and hang out with her a moment in my head of just sometimes like pure joy or happiness, a little like stuck because so I've just been trying to do my mind's quiet, which is focus on my breath instead and not where to go. Pressure I was trying to find a scene that brings happiness, strengthen the mind and protect the mind. Sometimes I get two different mantras and excited because I'm at my friend's house and I haven't seen her for a long time, struggling and I know that like find session scene to go and hang out with her a moment in my head of just sometimes pure joy or happiness, a little stop because so I've just been trying to do my mind's quiet, which is focus on my breath instead and not where to go. Pressure I was trying to find a scene that brings happiness, strengthen the mind and protect the mind. Sometimes I get two different mantras and excited because I'm at my friend's house and I haven't seen her for a long time, struggling and I know that like find session scene to go and hang out with her a moment in my head of just sometimes pure joy or happiness, a little stop
Sometimes all the joy and life, excitement of meeting friends, family, or looking forward for a trip, a movie, a hangout, really fills the mind. But just like our overexciting kid, haven't yet finished his homework, you have to bring your mind back and say, hey, you'll definitely enjoy those moments, but all the joy and life, let's focus on meeting friends, family, or looking forward for a trip, a movie, a hangout. We allow our mind to elevate the really fills the newer level, a much more calmer, just like our overexciting kid, curious. Once the mind reaches that point, when you go on hang out with your friends, going traveling, the enjoyment of it will be exponential. So now that the benefit is clear, we teach our mind to come back and focus so that what awaits us in the future will be magnitude more amazing. As we all come closer to the end of our session, let's place our mind in the center of love and kindness, a feeling compassion of love and wishing everyone genuinely the very best. When we give our inner child, our mind first, may we give ourselves the privilege, the honor to be the first to receive this wonderful feeling. With yourself the very best. Thank you for going against the current, the joy, the enjoyment from the five senses, renouncing those and giving time to sit down and meditate. Allow yourself to feel between other pollution. As you go along your day, you'll come back and thank yourself from doing what is difficult to do. So thank you very much to yourself for doing this. As the loving kindness grows within us, let us gently tell our mind to engulf our entire body, allowing ourselves to be so covered by the state of loving kindness. While sitting here, we think of our loved ones, our parents, mother, father, partner, spouse, child, son, daughter, cousins, niece, nephew, all best friends, and everyone we hold dear. May we go to each and every one of them and wish them the very best for them to be liberated from suffering, from the agonies in life, from daily disturbances of worrying mind, stress, pressure, sadness, loneliness, unsatisfactory, disappointment, failure. May they also be free from problems, obstacles that face them every day, from worse to bad, bad to good, until the very best. Going to each and every one of our loved ones, genuinely care for and wish them the best. And as we engulf ourselves in the state of loving kindness, we gently tell our mind to expand, to cover the entire building. May we wish every being the very best too. May they all have a share of our marriage, our good energy that we have accumulated. And may they feel and resonate with the wave of loving kindness that live inside our mind. Allow our mind to engulf them too. As you are soaked, engulfed by loving kindness, may they too feel that way. We gently allow mind to expand, We cover the entire building and the entire neighborhood, the greater area, where strangers, nice people that we share a small with, let them made it to feel the state of loving kindness that radiate out of our body, wish them the very best in their journey to find happiness, success, fulfillment, be free from bombardment of the bad influence, the pressure, the oppression, wish them the very best. With our mind to expand, to cover the entire district, because loving kindness lives inside the confine of your mind. When you tell your mind to cover a certain area, the mind will do so. And the love and kindness that resonate out of you will cover and engulf everyone and everything in its spheres of influence. For your mind to fully expand, to cover the entire province, and the wave of purity touches every single being and every single thing. People, houses, trees, plants, flowers, dogs, cats. Gently order your mind to cover neighboring provinces until the entire country. While we wish every countryman and woman, all beings, things, animals, for them to be happy. Wish them the very best. As we are often have to face the challenges of their life, we hope that from this act of love and kindness and sharing our good energy to them, they too can feel a bit happier. Their problems reduces, the pollution evaporates, so the happiness and social for them to feel and enjoy. Order your mind to expand, to cover neighboring countries, continents, neighboring continents until the entire globe, where everything and everyone becomes bright as your mind touches it and expand beyond them. Now that the entire globe is under our influence, our love and kindness touches every single part, all nooks and crannies of the world, emitting rays that resonate with all beings. This is where we reach them, every single one, no matter who they are, where they're from, whatever challenges and problems they're facing. We wish them the generosity that they may they be free from those suffering, from a feeling that's difficult to endure. May they be happy, happier and happier. While we extend this kind gesture to our outer circles, our friends, our colleagues, friends we meet along the way, strangers we share our smiles and laughter with, and just good people all around that we might or haven't yet encountered. wish them the very best, just like you did for yourself and for your loved one. We extend this kind gesture to those who we have hurt, be it intentionally or not, in front of them or behind their back. Recall, unable to recall through our thought, speech, and action. We share with them our marriage, good energy, so that the mind can use our energy to clean pollutions out of them. We discuss this kind gesture. We ask them for their forgiveness for our trespasses, where we aim and we strive every day to be better, and will continue to do so as we become more mindful of our thought, speech, and action, making sure that all our thoughts, everything we say, everything we do, will bring about prosperity, wholesomeness, happiness to ourselves and those around us. Thanks to them, thanks to our mistakes, we have grown to become a better person. Finally, we extend this kind gesture toward those who have hurt us. Be nice to them or not, recall or never recall through their thoughts, speech, or action. Although sometimes difficult to forgive, but at least we don't wish them harm any longer, where we know that they are facing suffering that we are facing. You might not see it, but behind closed doors, they cannot escape the bombardment, the pressure, the suffering being upon by the bad instinct. And because of the pressure that they feel, they are forced to say, to act in harmful, destructive, unwholesome ways. Just like you did when you're overcome with anger, disappointment, agitation, or misunderstanding. The list of enemies that they have might be long and lengthy, and the suffering that they'll face will be a magnitude more than what you felt. So because of that, we withdraw our aggression towards them. We wish them to the very best as their journey path in their life. Because bad people, the thing that is bad is not them, but rather the bad instinct that is controlling, pressuring, manipulating them. Just like how the bad instinct hurt, pressure bombard us to the point where we cannot endure anymore. When we understand this fact about ourselves, we now see people with compassion, knowing that if they have a chance, if they can try again, if they are born differently in a different place, different time, different circumstances, they too want to be happier, want to be a good father, mother, wife, husband, son, daughter, employer, employee, friend, acquaintance, only if they have a chance. So that's why we wish them the very best, because that is who they genuinely are behind all the shroud of illusion that's bombarding them. With that, we expand our mind towards the last frontier of space, covering big and small parts of our life. to cover the entire galaxy, including the upper realms and the lower realms. Where for those who are feeling happy, way happier than us, we wish them the happiest. And for those who are living in the lower realms, going through hardships, we wish them the very best too, for them to find peace and happiness soon. With that, we expand our mind to cover the universe and uncomfortable universes. We cover and exhaust everything that is and will ever exist. And now we live in a vast openness with our mind under control, with our self as its active control. Where every moment of thought is gone, our love and kindness radiate out. We ourselves becoming a beacon of love and kindness that every mind can feel. So not so that it's losing our ourselves, not being able to contain the disgust and amidst this wonderful, open, vast feeling, we sit back, relax, enjoy the moment, and we make a resolution to make a wish, a resolution that is wholesome, right? Not filled with greed or aversion, wishing ourselves and our friends the very best, because the mind will do what it has to do by making a resolution, a wish for yourself. You're setting a goal for the mind to work towards, and the energy that you put up will help the mind move closer to that goal to make a wish. You are the writer of your own life. You are the maker of your own destiny. So now's a chance to rewrite your own life, to paint a picture, to conjure up an ideal world as right, wholesome, filled with prosperity and happiness. Never at the expense of yourself or other people. as this meditation session comes to a close, let's place our palm together to receive the blessing for the presiding monk as tradition, signaling the end of the session.สัพเพพุทธาภรปัตตาปัจเจกานันจะยังพลังอะระหันตานันจะเตสินารพังพันธามิสัพพโสเตอะระหะธาสุขิตาวิรุณหาพุทธชาสมิอโรคาสุขิตาโหทะสหสัพเพหิยาติภิสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธรรมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสทธาโสทีภะวันตุเต and with that, you can gently open up your eyes. How's it going?
It was good. I feel like I'm not used to like long meditations yet. So I feel like my mind notices that it's hit like sort of 40 minutes, and then it tried like I think it's maybe more my body. I'm not sure which one, but something definitely sort of becomes restless. I want to a wee bit more. I'm starting to think about like just starting to like lose the focus a little bit, and then it becomes like a little bit harder. But it was so lovely when there were like moments of just nothingness in a really nice way, of just nothing to think about. It was almost like the mind's just empty. And even when it didn't last for long, it was just like it's so blissful and just so peaceful and just like makes me so happy, and I just like want to stay in those little moments forever. And like even just having those small moments, like the meditations are so worth it, even when it's like an hour long or like however long. And I'm like just to be able to go back to those moments and know that like they're possible, and that like that is something that I can achieve. Like it is achievable to just sit, even if it's like 2 minutes or less than, even if that's it for the rest of the day, just to have that nothingness in a really good way, like in the most positive way of nothingness, is really nice. So it's really good. Thank you.
Wonderful. That's very good. We, as you naturally go beyond your limits, this will be natural occurrences. But you know, because you don't back down, you have already broken your glass ceiling. Next time when we come to it, it get easier, easier, and easier. Right? So every time we go beyond, understand that it won't be easy because you're gonna resist as much as possible, but we know that we have broken something, that we have break our own glass ceiling here, level up a bit. So that's wonderful. And right now, so we can still remember the peace and calm. Can you remember that feeling? Okay. Yeah. Every time you think about them, we reconnect with that moment, and we try, and the mind will try to continue forward from that place. So throughout the day, although life will be main distraction, but what we want to do here is that try to, although things happening in front of us, our mind is back there, and that good moment, good feeling, and try to keep it in that nursing home. Although our body is busy, but our mind, our little baby is in that nice nursing home where it's peace and quiet. And in that way, we can try to like gamify our life, where right now, if you think of that moment, you're in a session right now, where the mind's in that nursing home. You're knowing clearly of that feeling. And it will last for a minute or two, maybe a few seconds, where it will die. That's when the session ends. So when you will realize it, you bring the mind back to that nursing home and continue the second session and see how far it lasts. And third session, fourth session. Every day you can like make a game of yourself. How many sessions, and ask it what's the average length of the session the other day, so that every day you can see the improvement as you find that you no longer have to do many sessions, because every time you start a session, it lasts longer and longer and longer. And throughout the day, you find some activity extra challenging, like eating, talking to friends, working, and that's like a big goal that you can work on for the next week or two. Like you say, you know what? I know that the biggest hurdle for me is with my friends, when eating, and when working. How about I tackle eating first? How about I master knowing clearly or putting in mind that nursing home throughout my eating session? And when you become master of it, then you move on to socializing, then working. You find that in a matter of a month or two, you can conquer 24/7 just like that. Mm.
Thank you.
Make it fun. Make it fun. Mm. Um, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but Ras, how's your meditation?
Riza.
Oh, Riza.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
How's
So
your?
just started to as you said, just focusing on my breathing,
Mm-hmm.
more like samadhi rather than other thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Riza.
Oh, Riza.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
How's
So
your?
just started to as you said, just focusing on my breathing,
Mm-hmm.
more like yeah. And so I had just some kind of like heaviness in my head, on my front head,
Mm.
and uh, then I was just gone. I don't know. Then I just come back, and it was just perfect.
Mm.
Thank you,
Mm.
thank you. Yeah,
Very good. Very good. Do. Uh, meditation is not the posture, but it's just the act of knowing what you're knowing throughout the day. So even now, and Risa, you can do it with me. Tell yourself to know your body. Can you feel your body right now?
yeah.
So you can feel your body. Okay, now great. Now with that, can you close your eyes for me, please? And continue to know the body. Okay, sitting down or laying down is okay. As long as you can feel your body. Just keep telling the mind to feel my body, feel my body. The mind will do just that. And now open up your eyes and still feel your body. What's the difference? Right. In both scenarios, you still know your body, eyes open or closed, right? But maybe closed is a bit easier because you are closing the distraction. But you find that, hey, I'm still meditating, but now with my eyes open. So from that, we just prove that it's not the posture, but rather just the act of knowing clearly of your object. So with that, you're already in a session. It's not ending yet. So while walking, you said, you know what, I want to meditate while walking. Sure. Know your body while walking. That's your meditation session in that activity. Mm.
Thank you.
Yes. Be very good. Um, all right. I might, okay, I'll go through a little bit, maybe until the end. So I'm just gonna, okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, great. Right. Um, okay. So a small little lecture before we end our session. It is have like a goal or what you should do in these two situations. And then the first situation is you have your eyes closed. And the second situation, we have our eyes open. In terms of meditation practice. So when we have our eyes open, this is what most people will be in this state throughout the day. the key thing or the key practice that we do is what we call right mindfulness, or basically um, an act of recalling the mind. Come back here, recalling back to body and mind. And that's just what we do throughout the day. Know my body, know my breath, or know this feeling, not putting the mind in a nursing home. That is the key thing we do throughout the day, which is a bit different from when we close our eyes. Now, when we close our eyes on the left here, what we want to do is, all right, concentration, where we will pick an object of our choosing and we just concentrate on it. Of course, as your mind wander off, you will jump between different objects, and that's perfectly fine. Concentration can only happen effectively if your mind doesn't jump around anymore. Just like you can't really read a book when you have kids running around, so you put them to bed first, then you can enjoy your book or your series. Same with this one. But this is what we try to do, to concentrate, pick a thing and just prolong the concentration so that from this feeling, we'll go to a better one, a better one. So that's why in our meditation, we would often tell ourselves that know my breath. Now you will know your breath for 5 seconds. And you, before it wander off, you tell your mind again, know my breath. It will continue to the next 5 seconds. Before it fade away, we continue again. So this is a makeshift concentration, where although it lasts for 5 seconds per time we tell our mind, but because we tell it frequently, it becomes a long concentration by itself. As you practice along, you'll find that when you tell your mind to know your breath, it will know for a bit longer, for maybe 30 seconds. Then you have to know your breath again and tell the mind to know your breath. This is a natural progression where the more you practice, the more it grows until one day you can go along indefinitely, maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. Don't have to order your mind anymore. This is where your mind can be steadfast and no longer wavering. And this will be the natural progression of your meditation as you clean out the pollution and give it more time. So remember, you are only living in these two scenarios, eyes open, eyes closed, and we have different missions depending on the situation. You cannot concentrate if you're not mindful, right? Because to focus on this object, we have to bring our mind back to this object first. That's why recalling have to happen. Then concentration takes over. So you see that throughout the day, when you practice recalling, we are basically practicing the basis of concentration, where it will allow you to make a makeshift concentration, makeshift one, just like here. So although you tell your mind 3 times to know your breath, but you're concentrating on it for 15 seconds. This one, a little less, but 1 minute. Yes. So to repeat for the last time, um, as you exit the call, tell yourself to know your body, know the mind, or know the feeling, and see how long it lasts. When this one starts, it then finishes, it's okay. You might forget, and that's perfectly normal. Until you realize again, you kickstart again. Okay, follow your mind, you know your body, know your breath, know your feeling, and see how long can you be in give it attention, how long can you supervise it, and then will come to an end eventually, as expected. But if you were to practice this every single day, you find yourself being able to conquer more of the side of pie, right? Where this is where you know, in the beginning is where you know not knowing, but as you practice, it'll be the opposite. And this is where you know, this is where you don't know, until one day you conquer 24/7. This is goal. All right, so I hope I wish that everyone here able to achieve this, and it's very easy. Yeah. Um, just baby steps, a step at a time, and eventually you'll get there in no time. Enjoy, make it a game. Don't be too hard on yourself because your minds are you are you are don't think you at yourself as a kindergartner, right? You understand that kindergartners they have to go baby steps, so we also have to go baby steps. That's the best approach. All right. Any question from anyone?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
So, Jimmy, I, I'm a truck driver, okay, and always
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my truck,
Mm-hmm.
and the type of the truck that I'm driving is like 24 hours, 7 day, and
Oh. Mm-hmm.
so I was like trying, going so deep to concentrate on my breath,
Mm-hmm.
but my job is a way that I need to concentrate in very, very different things while I'm
Yes.
driving.
Correct. Correct. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I was afraid of that, like doing in the same
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what would you recommend for that situation?
Yes. Yes. So yes. So because your mind can only know or perceive one thing at a time. If you know your breath, you don't know the road, and that's going to be very dangerous. So for those who have this sort of line of work, what we recommend to them is that we want for them to work in with a feeling of their choosing. So let's say drive and drive happily or drive um like you're enjoying the ride. Because when it happens, your focus will be more on the feeling where you can feel together with noticing the road, the other cars, and everything that you have to worry about. But you go about it with a positive feeling. And this positive feeling will bring up energy that will clean the mind of the pollution naturally. Mm,
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you. So yes. With that, you'll find that you can still enjoy or work, but your mind will become soft, bright, happy. And this is what we want. Nah. So focus on maintaining the feeling. Sometimes
Got-
you might not feel that good, but understand that good feelings start from 1%. If you want the best version, it's not gonna happen because that will bring about craving. But if you say, you know what, 1% is fine, 2% is amazing, 2% is wonderful, then that feeling will slowly grow and grow and grow. Mm.
Okay, okay.
I wish you the very best result.
Thank you. Sadu.
That and so
Yeah, I think I'm going to take on board that advice and try and do
mhm,
that when I'm at work. Yeah, I was thinking, so maybe I could do that, and then I'll
mm,
try this week also to maybe like have one goal each day.
mhm,
And maybe that could just be something as simple as like I'll have a nice conversation with a customer, or maybe I'll find out
yes,
how a customer's day is going, like if they're okay, and then I'll try and maybe like write out a list of maybe like the hidden gems, like from
mhm,
having my, or maybe like
mhm,
every day, maybe before meditation, like write out like nice things that happened today because I had a job, even if
mhm,
that's
mhm,
oh, a customer made
yes,
me laugh or something. Maybe I'll try
yes,
that this week to
mm,
try and avoid the aversion. But
mm,
so
mm.
I'll try those.
One, one, one piece of wisdom that monks used to give in the past is to lay people how should they maneuver in their daily life. Is that when you go to office, when you go to work, when you go on your job, embody the version, the person that you want to be. Let's say today I want to be a genuine person. Embody that. Make sure that this version of you is maintained as much as possible. But of course, don't force it as naturally as possible. Just like an actor, actresses embodying a role. Although you're not that person yet, but fake it till you make it, because you're telling your mind, be that, be that, be that. The mind will do what you tell it to do, but it will start from 1% first. So be actor, actresses, and embody that person. And after a week or two, then you will truly become that person. So slowly, when you go to work, if you want to feel like today I'm going to be a truthful person, then embody that. The state of truthfulness will bring up energy for you. You want to be a genuine person, embody that. You want to be a caring person, embody that. That will be your persona for the day. And be quite cautious. Fake it until you make it. Also work for the opposite end. So the bad instinct will say that you're not worth it, you're this, you're that. If you accept the narrative, then you are telling the mind, hey, I want to be the lesson version of myself, and the mind will make it so.
Thank you.
All right. Any more questions, anyone?
Yeah, I just wanted to check and see, are you feeling better? Are you feeling okay now?
Yes, I'm feeling okay. Thank you very much. It's entering rainy season, so I might get sick, but I'll try not to get sick.
Okay. It's okay. I'm glad you feel better.
Thank you very much. Okay, so with that, thank you very much for coming. I'm very happy to see you again, Sophie, and
I'm so
to
glad I
hear from
came
you
in.
again, Risa. Yes. All right. So as per tradition, class dismissed, everyone. I'll see you guys later next time. All right, wish you the very best. Bye-bye.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Look after yourselves. Bye, Tom. Bye, Monk Jimmy. Bye, Raza.